I know you're a political comedian, and I watched a couple of your clips with the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And one of your clips, you commented how Al Franken performed, and I was a senator. Was that a hint that you have any political ambitions?
Maybe borough president of Brooklyn. I don't know, but no, I don't know.
I used to fight Marty.
I think my parents would be thrilled. They felon, but I think we need comedians to poke fun and leave to the politicians. But it was fun doing the White House Correspondent. Can you imagine, these comedians? It's the toughest job in the world. Like Seth Meyers did a great job. Stephen Colbert was great because you follow the president of the United States. Like it's the president and then you, right off the bat and stuff. And I mean, it's such unbelievable. This Washington Hilton ballroom. It's so big a room. It's so far back. When you're in the back, you're in Virginia. Actually, so I admire the people who do that.
And I know you do a lot of correspondence on Fox. You're the liberal pundit.
I'm the liberal on Fox.
Do they strip search you and pat you down before you get in the building?
Just to piss them off, when you have to show ID at the door, I show my Park Slope Food Co-op.
Do you get hives when you walk in there? Is a little bit scary.
There are a lot of attractive women. That's the secret. There are a lot, so I get some reaction. Yes, I would say hives, but.
And how do they treat you?
Actually, very well. I think it's important because I also do a show called Stand Up for Peace with a Palestinian American comedian, great guy, Dean Abdallah, my good friend. We've been at Fordham and Lehman, and we travel the Bronx. We just go up and down on the Lexington line, and
Let's talk about that more. That's one of my questions. But I want to tell people, our friends here, what that's all about.
Well, it's called Stand Up for Peace, the two-comedian solution to Middle East peace. And we've been doing the show for about 7 years now. We do colleges across the country, and Jewish community centers, Arab community centers, mosques, temples. We come to your living room, anything really. And that's really what, getting back to your Fox question, I really think I think all of us here are tired of just the partisanship and being mean. I think people are genuinely mean to President Obama. You can disagree with everything he stands for, that's your right, but there's a meanness and undercurrent of stuff that I don't think is very healthy. And I don't like what's going on with Israelis and Palestinians. They're so similar. They should be living in peace. So what we try to do is bring people together in a room to laugh, and you get the Jewish groups, Muslim groups, Arab groups, multicultural groups co-sponsor the show. They have we go out to eat afterwards. That's what brings us together.
That's kind of our idea of the show. We try to unite the East and the West.
I think it's harder than the Middle East. If you guys can do it, that'll be an inspiration to the Middle East.
A lot of stones thrown back and
They
forth.
did it in the Bronx, we can do it here now.
Stones constantly flying back and forth. It's awful.
We don't throw stones. I know one of your gigs is that you've interviewed a bunch of comics at 92nd Street Y, including Jerry Stiller and Ann Mira. I know Jerry as a member of our synagogue. Shout out to Stephen Wise. You may know Jerry Stiller from Seinfeld. Do you want to share a little bit about your experience with Jerry?
I love interviewing people, and you guys are both great at it. And Jerry Stiller and Ann Mira interviewed the Y, and they're both sweethearts and great people, and I've gotten to spend time with them, and that's been great. And Robert Klein, DeWitt Clinton boy from the Bronx, is
He's
my
a Yankee fan.
comedy idol, and I've gotten to interview him and get to work with him many times. So that's an amazing thrill for a comedian to have a guy you looked up to and idolized, and he knows me and thinks I'm funny. And
What pisses you off?
well, I'll end with a local reference on the train. I don't know why it is. I go on the subway. By the way, the subways in New York, it's great when it skips stops for no apparent reason. Like just today, coming up, it's like 86th Street, next stop, Canada. That works for me because I'm coming around. But I don't know how it is. I sit normally. I always wind up on either side of me. The guys with the spread out. It's like I'm here, and they go like this, so by the end, I'm always like this, and they're just stretched out, and I'm always the one like this. So somehow, if I can coordinate it better, you look like a nerd. Like, hi, I'm sitting like this.